I'm going to turn some music on to allow people a few more minutes to come in. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here again. Just share my screen. Okay. So, some of you might have heard there is a big nationwide boycott going on. I didn't find out about it until like a few days ago. And what it is, it's because of the Israel Palestine thing. That's what they think it is, y'all. In my opinion, this is the most high. We're not supposed to be celebrating these holidays anyway. But because of the warring that's going on and people in this country, there's a lot of people taking sides. They have called for a boycott starting with Thanksgiving, saying don't celebrate Thanksgiving, don't go out shopping for the entire holiday season, don't do Black Friday, don't do Cyber Monday, stay at home, no celebrating the entire season. That's fine. You know, we don't go out anyway as Hebrews. I have not been out there shopping for years. And I don't miss it either. Thank you, Donna, so much for the super chat. I don't miss anything about being out there at all, y'all. In fact, once I got in the truth and I wasn't going out there, I would see those packed parking lots and drive past and just laugh. I was so glad I was not over there doing all that fighting and shopping and the crowded stores, the long lines, man. I didn't miss none of that mess. I was happy to not participate in it anymore. But it's amazing now. There are a lot of people that are refusing to participate in it. But I want y'all to reflect over the last few years. There's always some kind of weather interruption, and people are having problems getting to their destination or coming home on time. We had the pandemic, okay? There's been a lot of disruptions just over the past few years, right? So it's amazing how the Most High is shutting down their holiday season by so many people not, shopping. Thank you, Mariah, for the super chat. This ain't our fight. You absolutely right about that. It's sure no fight of mine. So anyway, y'all, these folks don't even realize it, but it's not the war, it's the Most High making them compliant to not being out there. And they don't even realize what's happening. But that is what is indeed happening. Now, I was looking at some of the footage. Now, I know we have like, the major chains around here, like Target, Walmart, all of that is around here. They said it was hardly no one in the stores around here. And then I looked online and I saw it from other people saying the same thing. It was hardly no one in the stores. And they said they don't care if they break the US economically by not participating in the holidays this season. That's how far these folks are going with their fight within the country. So I just want to go over a little bit of this, and it's fascinating. It really is. If you go on virtually any platform, you'll see people talking about and spreading the word about the boycott. And I think it is making a difference. All right. So many Americans are boycotting Black Friday. And they said even if there's a ceasefire, they don't care. People are boycotting. Some social media users are urging the community to boycott not only Thanksgiving, but Friday and the entire holiday season. And it's over the war. They argue that the deal between Israel officials and Hamas have involved a temporary 5-day halt, and they don't care because they said it's not enough. The ceasefire is not ending the conflict. So, because of that, they're not going out shopping. They insist on an immediate cessation of the conflict and urge in Black Friday protests to support the boycott. So that's what they're saying. So they said, make this a spend guilt-free holiday. And I'm sure that's fine for a lot of people, keeping your money in your wallet and not shop. So some posts supporting the boycott has reached tens of thousands of people on platforms such as X, Facebook, and Instagram. So they said those were the biggest places where they saw these posts, and a lot of people were jumping on the bandwagon. They said, "Fine, I'm not going out shopping. I'm not gonna go out shopping." So this boycott, y'all, for us, it's nationwide, but they are calling for this boycott to be worldwide to disrupt all the flow of money worldwide. That's what they're calling for. So it just goes over when the war started, on October 7th. So the boycott campaign has also received endorsements from some of the political parties around the globe are also in, agreement with the boycott. So tens of thousands across the country will be shutting down businesses as usual on Black Friday, the most profitable day of the year for major retail corporations. So this is the message they put out there. Join us. The protest groups are demanding either a permanent ceasefire or they're not going to do no shopping. So that's what's going on. And ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the closest Americans have been in compliance with us not doing the holidays, right? This is probably the closest they've been. But we'll see what numbers come out. From what I just around me locally, it really wasn't much of anything going on Black Friday. It was no more cars than usual. It was not like the packed parking lots that you might have seen like 10, 15 years ago. You would have seen the parking lots overflowing with cars. It was nothing like that around here on Black Friday. I don't know about your locations, but around here, it really was a lackluster day for anybody that do Black Friday. Yeah, my mother used to tell me that forgiven. My mom's like, I buy you things all the time. So, what's the big deal about one day? And that's true. That's true. I don't miss that stuff. I don't miss the decorating, the Christmas trees. I did all that stuff at one point in time in my life. I haven't done that in years. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Mr. Arnell, no, I have no doubt about it. That's one thing about these folks. When it comes down to numbers, they will lie all day long about numbers. I do know that about them. They will lie and they're good at cooking the books, fudging numbers. I mean, just lying straight up about everything, even the amount of people in the country or the amount of people broken down by race. They lie about everything. Mhm. Yeah, that's terrible what's going on over there in the Congo. I definitely agree with that. Oh yeah, yeah. It would be nice if this season that Babylon gets a little hurt in the pocket. It would serve them right as far as I'm concerned. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right, Armageddon. You know why? Because of the inflation. I mean, the inflation is like through the roof. And a lot of people, because I even saw before the holidays, like back in October, some people were saying even then they weren't doing no holidays. They said because of the inflation, they could barely put food on the table. They weren't running out there and buying all them gifts, and they hardly got money to even pay for food. They said, shoot, if I got to choose food or presents, they're going to choose food. And they weren't going to be out there because everything is just costs too much money. I was seeing people posting stuff like that even back in October. They were saying, I'm barely making my rent. I'm barely getting by. I ain't going out there. I'm going to use my money to take care of myself. I saw a lot of that. Starbucks was empty one day this week in downtown Chicago. Okay. Okay, queen. Mhm. Yeah, I heard, the pandemic is bad in the Midwest. I was looking at that. I always see where my state is, see, what variant and what's going on in my state. I check that periodically online, and when I looked at the US map, it's bad in the Midwest right now. In fact, if you go out there and look, some of the schools had to be shut down because the teachers and the students were all sick, and it got to the point where they couldn't even do school. They had to close down the schools. There were several schools closed. But see, they keep all of that out of the news now. They won't talk about it like they did before. Yeah, Diana, it is too expensive, and, like I said, I saw that all on the internet. Some people said they just didn't have, the kinda income that would allow them to be out there doing all that shopping, and they weren't gonna do it. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, for the holiday it is. For the holiday it is, but I saw, like, maybe, like, 2 weeks ago that they had to close down in the Midwest, not, just schools here and there. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, you know how it is. People will do these things, but like I said, I'm gonna look at the numbers and see if this really impacted the day like everybody was anticipating it would. And, from what I understand, it was this, they were saying boycott McDonald's, and the reason why they're saying boycott McDonald's is because apparently they were giving food to the Israeli army, and I saw people carrying on about that online and saying they were upset and said, "Boycott McDonald's now, don't go to McDonald's." I said, "Well, I don't go to them anyway." I don't go to them anyway, so I don't care about, all of these boycotts. We as Hebrews, we wouldn't be out there anyway. We don't go out there doing all this shopping. We don't acknowledge these Gentile holidays like that anymore. If you're in the truth, you know not to even do these holidays. Mhm. Yeah, it's been rough on a lot. All this inflation has been rough on a lot of people. And that's another reason why a lot of folks say they're not voting for Biden. They just the inflation, things they could afford before he got in office, they can't afford now. Mhm. Yeah, you can even cut your french fries, like, if you got, right, if you got a food processor, you can cut your own fries, you can make those because those are nothing but shoestring fries that McDonald's have. You can cut your own shoestring fries and make them yourself. Santa and Satan, well, they definitely got the same letters when you spell them out. Mhm. Well, is what they're saying is get the necessities that you need, but just don't go in the retail stores and, buy stuff and gifts for Christmas, to boycott the holiday. That's what they're saying, but they said if you need certain necessities, by all means, go out there and get it. But as far as doing Christmas shopping and getting turkeys for Thanksgiving and celebrating, they're just telling people to skip on that. That's pretty much what they're saying. But I'm laughing because technically they're following what the Most High told us not to do, not to get involved in all of this stuff, and they're doing it, and they don't even realize what they're doing. Mhm. Isn't that a shame? I know many of our Hebrew brothers and sisters are working through the Shabbat and working, their holidays, or when we should be doing like our Passover and stuff, when you should be off, you're working out here because of the way they got this entire system set up. I think the last time, y'all, I did the holiday was I'm trying to think, about 2008? I think 2008 was the last time I did any of the holidays. It was somewhere around there. Because, y'all, before I even came in the truth, believe it or not, and some of you might have done this, before I came into the truth, I had stopped doing the holidays. I just stopped. I guess that spirit was put on me not to do it anymore, and I had stopped doing the holidays a couple of years before I got into the truth, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Mhm. Yeah, it's rough, especially when you work a job and, you can't have that time when you really need to be off, as a Hebrew. I certainly understand that. Okay, 2013, you stopped Tiffany. 2013 for Deborah. Yeah, I think I was like 2008, somewhere around there, because my mother, she died in 2010, and by then, I wasn't even doing the holidays anymore by then. I wasn't doing none of them. 2004 for T. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we know the deal. We don't need their holidays. My parents stopped celebrating the Gentile holidays in 1967. Wow, man, that's a long time. That's a long time. 2016 for Brenda, Andrea 2015, 2005. Hold on. It's going by kind of fast. Okay. All right. I saw Ya Ya Yatrez I'm sorry, Yechezkel Yashan, 2005. Um Marlene Franklin, 1980. Wow, that's been a while for you. Rosalind, 2018. All Praise to Yah, 2005. Yeah, y'all been away from these holidays for a long time. Queen Amani, 1999. Now that's a long time too. Denise, 2009. Joseph, 2018. 67 for Gerald. Wow. Not unless you're questioning 1967. King Wage, 2018. Yeah, y'all been away from it for quite a while. Y'all, Charla, I saw it there for a second. I think you went past. Let me see if I can scroll back up. Okay, Charla 2020, Charla Jefferson, and Sean 2009, Denise 2009, Quentin 2017, Alone 2011, Heat 2008, Nettie 2009, 2014 for Blaze of Glory 73, and Noja '07 or '08. Okay, that's been a while. Okay, True Cynthia 2018. Blue Bolt Sports 2015. Oh, Nidia Key 1983. Wow, that's been a stretch for you. Patricia 2004. See, y'all been gone from this Gentile stuff for a long time. Gods Among Mortals, 2012, Mission Vision, 2023. Okay, so you're a newbie at it, but hey, at least you made it here. Yaman Brown, 2012. Kim Ship, 2017. Wow. Yeah, 19 Kisan, 1997. Okay, y'all been at this for a while. Uh, okay, so Real, I think it's Ervert, 2018. K Daniels, 2015. Yeah, y'all been away from it. Stevie Habit, 2022. Okay. Yes, I saw Patty Brown, 2013. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, we're not supposed to do it anyway. So it's good to see that most of you are just, not doing it at all. I came into the truth not long after my mother passed. She died in 2010, and it was like a few months after that, that's when I came into the truth. Mhm. You know what? When you get away from it, you realize you don't miss it. As the years roll by, you really don't miss it at all. I don't miss it. I don't miss putting the lights up in the tree and all that. I don't miss none of that stuff. You think you're gonna miss it, but you really don't. Mhm. Yeah. So, y'all, I just wanted to get y'all up to date on this. And, if I find out more information, like the numbers are up or down, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll just do that in a regular video of the sales. And they probably won't even let you know that for at least a few weeks. And then they'll let you know where the sales are. Well, see, Sankofa 130 said Parents been woke since 1959. Shalom. Wow, that's the long now that's a long time. Wow. Yeah. My parents were all into it, especially for me and my brother when we were children. I remember all the Christmas and the Easters and all that stuff. But, as we got grown, they really wasn't doing it. We were exchanging presents minus the trees and all that stuff. They weren't putting up a Christmas tree anymore once we got grown. We could still come over and give gifts and all that, but they didn't have all the lights and trees and all that stuff up anymore. Mhm. Well, I guess some people are gonna be, doing okay cash wise because 'cause they're not spending their money. I don't think you should be going broke for the holidays anyway. That I never agreed with that. So, y'all, please take care, and I will be back again one last time for the Bible study later on. I'm gonna set that up as soon as I'm done with this live stream. So please enjoy the rest of your day, no matter where you are in this country or in this world. Shalom, family.